Real Madrid is once again the champion of the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. Vinicius has been named the best player of the final, and Carlo Ancelotti is now the coach with the most titles in Real Madrid's history, with 15 so far. Let's listen.
First of all, I would like to congratulate you on this great victory, adding another title. What you have achieved at Real Madrid is impressive. That makes it 4 titles in 2024. What do you think about this?
Good evening to everyone here. This has been a fantastic year for us. Although we faced many challenges throughout 2024 and continue to face difficulties. We've dealt with many injuries, including Courtois, Militao, and Carvajal, but we've ended this year on a high note. This gives us the confidence we needed, as well as the motivation to achieve good results in 2025.
They are talking about the end of the year 2024. I want to ask about 2025. They acknowledge the difficulties. What do they expect from the team from 2025 onwards? Thank you.
Well, we've already started to see players who were out for injury, like Rodrygo, Camavinga. I mean, soon in January, we will see the return of Alava. So the squad is more complete. I think we have moved past the difficult time from a month ago or so. Slowly and little by little, we are all improving. Obviously, we are not at our best yet, but there's something of improvement, especially that up front, we are very, very dangerous. If we can move the ball cleanly from the back to activate them up front, the team is very dangerous.
He has become the coach with the most titles in the history of Real Madrid. I wanted to ask if you are able to choose one. Thank you.
No, obviously not, but it's hard to say which one is the best one or the most special one. So very hard to say, because obviously the Decima has been something special for me, for Real Madrid, and for all the fans, as you know. And also, when I returned to Real Madrid, when I came back in the second year, the victory in the Paris Champions League final, that one was special too. That has been a happy day for me. It's been those two.
Congratulations on winning another title with Real Madrid. I wanted to ask you, does it feel better to win titles with Real Madrid? Yesterday, they asked you if you had already lost control of the players. Do you think you have regained it by winning today?
No, not really. It's not like that. Well, to be honest, winning titles at Real Madrid is, of course, much easier than winning them elsewhere, because Real Madrid has a fantastic, well-structured club, and the fans are very supportive as always. This is a team with the best players in the world, so winning here is easier than elsewhere, actually, considering that winning titles is not an easy thing to achieve.
They ask him about 2025, about the titles. I want to ask him about June 2021. You have recounted many times how you reacted to that call from Jose Angel Sanchez. I don't know if today, when he becomes the coach with the most titles in the history of Madrid, which is not easy, I don't know if it is easier or harder than a Champions League, but it's not easy. What do you remember about that call and the days before that call when you were in Liverpool? And I think you didn't imagine all this.
No, I didn't imagine it, because in the days before, I never thought I could come back to Real Madrid. I made this call just to see if I could find some players in to sign for the club I was working at that time. I threw it in, you know. I thought if I threw the idea in, and indeed they fell into the trap.
During various periods of this season, due to problems, injuries, I imagine because of internal issues, we have seen a more assertive Carlo Ancelotti in press conferences than we are sometimes used to. Being the coach in such an electrifying environment as Real Madrid, does it give you more peace of mind? Or does it make you want to keep working for the future?
What you are saying, what you just said, I have to be honest with you, is true. It is totally true. The second part of the season has been a bit more nervous than usual, obviously. Not for you, not for the critics, because I didn't like the team. I didn't like it. And that's why I was a bit more nervous. So I promised in the year 2025 I return to normal.
After so much criticism, we see Carlo Ancelotti winning yet another title. Last season, after winning a title, you said the Spanish saying at the end of the press conference, "Háblame del mar marinero." Tell me about the sea, sailor. I would love to hear it again tonight.
Well, obviously we haven't had time to celebrate yet. We'll be able to relax a bit on the flight back, and tomorrow we'll spend the day with our families, and that's all we're going to do.
I have said many times in the past few weeks that the only thing I needed was to survive until the end of this year. This title, how much life does it give to Madrid, and what would you say to those who have not believed?
Well, it's true, and I think that it's important for us to make it to Christmas alive. Unfortunately, there is one more match that we must prepare well for the 22nd. But I think if we think about the team a month and a half after the defeat against Milan, the team has grown a lot in attitude, in commitment. We have gotten back to doing things right in the way we wanted. This gives me a lot of confidence for the year 2025, so we are alive.
Vinicius, the best player of the match, just said that for a player playing at Real Madrid is a privilege, and for a few chosen ones, today you have won your 15th title as the coach of Madrid. As a coach, what does it mean to be the coach of Madrid?
An honor. It is absolutely an honor. I think that every coach who does this job someday has to coach Real Madrid, because obviously it is the club that I think all coaches want to coach, because it is the best club in the world.
I was talking about Vinicius and wanted to ask you about him. Due to suspension, he cannot play the last match of the season. You told us that he would take advantage of calendar openings. Do you think Vinicius should leave the team trainings a few days earlier to Brazil? Or are you going to keep him in Madrid in the day-by-day training until Sunday, even if he can't play?
No, Vinicius is coming back with us. He trains until Friday, and then on Saturday he goes on vacation. He returns on the 30th, just like everyone else. The truth is we don't have much time to prepare for the match against Valencia, but I think because of the fatigue we've experienced lately, we all return on the 30th to train.
You have achieved so much success in 2024 at national, European, and now intercontinental levels. How is it possible to maintain such a competitive level for so long? Is this something innate to Real Madrid, winning every tournament possible without making excuses?
Well, I think it's down to the club's history and long-standing tradition, as well as the quality of our players. We always aim to win every tournament. Will we achieve that every time? Of course not. But our goal is to compete in everything, and I believe we've competed very well. We've had the luck, the commitment, and the strength to win so many titles in 2024, and this fills us with confidence to keep trying and fighting in 2025.